questions for Connor?
Connor, you've obviously played a lot of Big Ten basketball and have experienced Nebraska. I guess what has been the biggest things that have stood out to you from this move, just about the program, about your coaches, about your new teammates?
Yeah, I mean, everyone is all together. Everybody works together. We got, a lot of people that are in our corner here that really work for us to help us be the best player we can be. And then the guys on the team, they recruit the right guys. Everybody here is a good dude, works hard, and is here for the same reason, so it's a great spot.
You mentioned being here for the same reason. This is a team that just went to the NCAA tournament, got some guys coming back, but you also have players that have experienced that type of success as well as their previous stops. Have you seen kind of a more business-like approach with this group, and that the expectation is not just to make the tournament but to win game and then maybe multiple games?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're here for. I mean, we all have that same goal to win games in the NCAA tournament, and we know that's the expectation for us this year, so that's what we're striving to do, and might as well bring championships with us on the way.
How has it been for you over the past couple months, just fitting in with new teammates, fitting in with this with the new offense for you? How has that process gone? How's that going?
It's been great. I mean, obviously the system Coach Hoiberg runs and the program is perfect. I feel like for my game, the style of play that he coaches, the way they push us, in the weight room, on the court, and all the guys, they enjoy playing with it as well. And it's super free, and obviously, we saw how it was last year, and I love the system.
What are the challenges? I know some new guys have called it complex. It's very free flowing. What are the challenges of fitting in and learning that when you're new?
Yeah, it's just learning the new terminology, basically just the little things, because it's all kind of stuff put together. And so kind of just having little film sessions, going over stuff with coaches, watching my own film, and just kind of repping it out in practice, and we do it every day. It kind of comes naturally being a basketball player.
Raleigh was mentioning how you're known as a shooter, but since you've arrived here, you've kind of shown different elements of your game. What types of things have you maybe tried to bring to the court more than maybe you had in years past?
Just kind of being a full, playmaker. With the way that, I keep bringing it up, just the way we play. It opens up a whole lot of different opportunities. And, being able to, as a shooter, obviously getting ran off the line, a lot of opportunities are created for other people. So, I feel like something that I'm going to be able to do a little bit better than I have before is being able to play, make, and facilitate.
Connor, you're obviously a really good shooter. What's it like playing for a head coach who is a really good shooter in his own right in the NBA? Just any cool stories that you're willing to share about that?
I mean, honestly, being around a guy that has been one of the greatest shooters in the world at the time is, unbelievable in itself. And being able to just kind of see, how he carries himself, some of the little things he says every single day. He's helped me already with my shot, and I've seen an increase in percentages in the way I'm shooting it, in my workouts and on the court. And so being around a guy who's been there, done that at the highest level, at the level that I dream to get to one day, it's very, homing and welcoming that I'm able to work with a guy at such a high level every day.
What has he taught you? I mean, you were obviously a good shooter before this, but what types of tweaks have you made to see that immediate impact that you've seen so far?
Yeah, I mean, just staying in my shot more. A lot of what I did growing up was I used the shooting gun, to grow up, and being able to hold that shot and being able to keep my follow through and watch the ball go in is something that, I kind of would shoot it and fall away. And now something is being able, as little as just watching it go through the net has made a big increase.
You posted after that Colorado football game was the most electric game you've been to. What's this sort of your feeling about this fan base, and how much they want it for Husker athletics in general?
Yeah, I mean, I felt the energy as soon as I got here to campus, as soon as I committed. Even I could see stuff on social media and stuff, and just to be able to interact and see the energy that people bring, it's unbelievable. I mean, Husker fans, they love their athletes, right? They love sports. They love to see us win and do well, and they want what's best for us. And being able to go to games like that and, see other fellow student athletes and see the support they're getting and how unbelievable it is. Volleyball even, I've been to a lot of volleyball games too. Being able to see that, I'm excited for what's to come at PBA.
What was your perception of Nebraska, the program before coming here, having been a Big Ten guy?
I mean, obviously, the last 2 times I'd played here, it didn't end too well for me. So obviously, you guys know what happened. I don't got to go into too much detail, but I thought that PBA last year was one of the greatest atmospheres I've ever been in. And to be honest, I love that. I feed off the energy. I feed off fans. I love, just being energetic. It kind of just brings a new vibe, a great, feeling to the team and everybody else. And so being able to see that was a great start. And then obviously once I was reached out to in the portal, it was very obvious. Yeah.
You guys have a really deep roster this year. How important is role acceptance going to be for the guys that maybe don't make the starting lineup to still embrace their role in the way that they can still help the team off the bench?
Like I said earlier, we have all great guys in the locker room, and that's something that's really key, to being successful. If you got guys that are selfish and want more than the guy next to them, it doesn't work. You got to be able to play your role, and I'm not sure what my role is going to be this year, but with what we got going on in the locker room and what this team stands for, we got guys that are able to do that, which have done that so far, and just practice itself. I think with guys doing that, we can go a long way.
What's it like when you're, making your decision, transferring, and you're watching as the team is being formed and other guys are coming together? Like, what was that like for you, just seeing how the parts might fit and kind of thinking that through as it's happening?
Yeah, it's exciting, honestly, to be able to see the guys. Obviously, I played against Gavin last year, and to be able to see and look through, and once you see a new guy committed, you're like, oh, let me go check him out, and you see, obviously I see his highlights first, but it's really cool to see, how well the pieces I feel like that they did well in bringing in, and I feel like they did a really good job, of creating a complete team.
What have been your impressions of Gavin playing with him the past few weeks?
Man, he's a dog. He's good. I love playing with him. We've been playing on the same team a lot. When he switches things up every once in a while to get new rotations, just to see how guys play with each other, and it's been really good to play with him. He's way more athletic than people think, and he's a knockdown shooter too. And his IQ's has gotten a lot better, and once he started to understand the plays, and so I'm really excited to see what he does this year too. I can't wait to play with him.
How about those 2 point guards? You got 2 veteran guys that played a lot of high major basketball, Raleigh and Aaron. I guess how have they been able to kind of run the offense since they've been here? Yeah,
obviously Aaron's been here. He's been able to understand and get to know kind of the system and what's been going on here, but obviously Raleigh, after out of being out a little bit last year, he's had a new fire to him that you can see, and he's excited to get out on the court, and his IQ and his playmaking is pretty unbelievable. And same with Aaron. They're all making great plays in practice, and helping us win in practice, and really being leaders of the team, like you kind of brought up, is something you need out of a point guard, and they both do it really well.
Connor, one of the new faces on the team is Braxton Huggins. What's it like to play with somebody his size?
Fun. It's fun playing with a dude that big, and obviously he's a rim guy. You like to throw lobs to him. He goes up and gets it. And you guys probably saw that on Instagram the other day. Big fella can go up and get it. And I wouldn't be surprised if he breaks a rim this year. That's how hard he dunks it sometimes. And even all the bigs we got. With Andrew too. He's a very skilled big, and bringing in him and having 2 different types of bigs is going to be huge for us this year to switch it up.
You ever played with a lob threat like Braxton?
Not necessarily. It's a little different. I've played with guys that are 7 foot, but more skilled and stuff. And so playing with a guy that's just a lob threat that can go up and get anything and block shots and be a great rim defender. It's going to be good to be able to play with and space the floor. And honestly, this summer he made a really big impression in me on being able to distribute. And so that's something that I wasn't sure what I was going to be, and he's done a really good job of that too.
The Big Ten schedules are coming out later today. Have you thought at all about what the rematch with your former squad is going to be like for you, or are you too focused on the here and now?
Honestly, I'm really not too worried about it right now. We're in the lab right now. We're working hard and honestly getting better each day. That's what's going to help my game and help our team win. And we're focused on something in the future. We're not focused on even our exhibition game at Utah or our close scrimmage. Then there's no reason to worry about it in the future. We're worried about now. Yeah.
Anything else for Connor? Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, Connor.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody.